Today's topic is about the working class and the use of slave wages as an instrument of weaponized poverty. In Nigeria, if your family isn't rich or politically connected, there used to be two options for a young person to escape poverty. A, by serving an apprenticeship, or B, by gaining Western education. Option A was to serve a form of unpaid apprenticeship for a specified number of years. You would be fed and cared for by your master throughout this period. When your servitude is complete, your master would grant you your freedom. Oftentimes, your master would set you up with enough money to start your own business and continue the apprenticeship cycle. This practice was common among the Igbo tribe. Now, option B was to attain Western education and work for a big corporation upon your graduation from the university. Now, as you would expect, most families prefer option B, even some of the families who served an apprenticeship. This is understandable because most families want to give their children the opportunities that they never had. Recently, in Nigeria, a young man caused a media outcry when he declared that Western education is a scam. Our government and some of our old politicians went ballistic over this statement. Some succumbed to generalization by calling all Nigerian youths lazy. But let's think about it. How is Western education not a scam in modern Nigeria? Aside the highly specialized professions like medicine and law, modern education seems to only be efficient at one task: the churning out of an ever-abundant working class. Now you might wonder, why is this a problem? Well, due to overregulation and a harsh socioeconomic business environment, multinationals are leaving the country. Those companies that paid living wages to the working class of the 80s and the 90s. They are gone. Push. Now with the multinationals gone, one big fat surprise might await our freshly produced working class: massive unemployment. But there may be hope yet. The apprenticeship system has turned tables by producing a new entrepreneurial class. This class of formerly uneducated apprentices turned entrepreneurs now employ the educated class to some degree. However, they pay a lower wage than the well-funded multinational corporations. So, because of the high competition for available jobs and the country with poor enforcement of fair labor laws, some of the leftover multinational corporations seem to have turned evil. They seem to engage in unethical recruitment practices to exploit the working class. Many prolong the interview process to make candidates desperate for the available jobs. Then, they pay slave wages to the leftover candidates who are desperate to work. Standard salaries as at 2025 are usually capped around 100,000 naira, which is roughly $66 in 2025. The slave wage trap means that there is little room for upward mobility, leading to a stagnant career and a slow decline of the middle class. In my experience within Nigeria, the eradication of the middle class means that you are either poor and struggling or rich and part of the elite class. Join me in fighting weaponized poverty. Get the book and watch the documentary by subscribing to the newsletter using the link below. With that said, I will see you in the next episode.